I auditioned for a Target commercial. 3 weeks later, I received an email that said that I have booked the role as a principal for the commercial. Hello, my name is Viviana. Welcome to my channel where I share my journey in the acting world. So, I ended up auditioning for the commercial. And then after I auditioned, I just went ahead and, live life as normal. I've learned this thing where every time I audition to just audition and move on, audition and move on, because there's so many auditions that come up, and I have learned that it's not good to obsess over when am I gonna get called, are they gonna book me, am I good enough to get booked? So I have learned to just let that go and move on. So in this situation, I just moved on and I decided to continue to audition, and I wasn't really even thinking about it. So I made a mistake. And the mistake was I went to a hair salon and I cut my hair, and I will tell you why this was a mistake. You see my hair right now? I cut like a good amount, like this. Good amount, like where you could tell the difference. The next day, I got an email that I have actually booked the commercial. I was speechless. I didn't know how to react. When you're super excited about something, I was just so thankful. And then I kept reading the email. It said, we will send you details shortly as far as like where the location is and the call time that we were gonna have. However, it also said, in the meantime, please make sure you keep your look. Remember when I said that I made a mistake? I ended up cutting my hair. I cut my hair, and it wasn't just like a trim, it was a big amount. So I technically did change my look because I didn't know I was gonna book the job. It cost me a little bit of overthinking. I was thinking about it too much, but then I was like, well, it's done. What can I do about it? Wear a wig, grow my hair in for 3 days. What can I do? I didn't know there was nothing I could have done. So I just decided to stop thinking about it and move on. But this is just a little tip for you. If you're an actor and you're auditioning, make sure that you are keeping your look, that you look the same as your headshot, and that you look the same as your audition video. Because if you book the role, if they decide to book you, they are expecting the same exact person to look exactly the same as that. So I learned, sometimes you just make mistakes and then you learn. Eventually I got the details for the job, for as far as to where I needed to be and what time I needed to be there. And I ended up showing up on set at 6 in the morning. And I remember we ran all the way to 5 p.m. I was there from 6 to 5 p.m. It was a very long day, but it was a good day. So what happened, as soon as I get on set, they give us this really gourmet breakfast. And this is one of the things that is a perk of acting. You get gourmet food and it's free. And it's really good food. I remember that day, I believe I got huevos rancheros and French toasts. And they even gave me a little ginger shot that was freshly squeezed. They treat you pretty good. Like they give you good food. And then after that, I went with this lady that was in charge of doing my hair and then the makeup. And again, for me, that's also a perk, because for myself, I want to say I almost never do my makeup, but no, I never do my makeup. So when somebody comes and they do my makeup and it's a professional and then it's free, I'm like, this is great. I feel pampered. And then they do your hair And after that, you finally step into the set. And what happens in there? You wait. Yep, you wait a long time. So what happens is that even though I am on set from 6 in the morning all the way to 5 p.m., the scenes that I'm needed for, I are probably seen once everything is shot for like just a few seconds. But the director usually needs every actor to be ready to go at any moment, at any time. So that's why you just go and you wait, already with your hair done, already having had breakfast, and with your makeup done, and with your wardrobe. So then, after that, we went to have some lunch, which again, it was catering food. It was really delicious, and again, it was also free. After that, we went back on the set, and after that, we did a few more shots. I had to do a few more shots, and then after that, I believe it was already almost 5, and we were done. After that, the commercial came out. I don't remember exactly how long it took for it to come out, but it started airing on television. I saw it, and then guess what? I was not recognizable on television. Even though I was there and I worked that day, I wasn't really seen. You could probably see I was seen like in the very, very back, as you know, just for some movement, but I wasn't really seen as part of the commercial. So I was like, interesting. I very quickly learned that just because you book a job in the acting world, it does not mean you will be on the screen. So, I started feeling some type of way. I don't really know how it felt. It just felt like, wow, I did all this work. I auditioned, I booked, I went to work, and I'm not on the scene. Or I'm somewhere in the background where you can't really recognize me. And then I started thinking, what is the bright side to this? And then I found 3 things that are the bright side. One is first that I booked the job. That's major. It's major to book something because a lot of people audition for it. So I was like, you know what? I booked it. I can book work. Like I can get hired. I can get picked. The second one was casting already knows me. I got to work with casting with the whole production. Because a lot of the times actors, if you're an actor, you know this, you want casting to notice you. And in this case, I was already noticed and I was already working with them. And the third one, which is very, very important for me, and I'm sure it's gonna be important for you, I still got paid as a principal actress. Still got paid, even though they could barely see me in the background, I still got paid the full rate as a principal actor. Sometimes when scenes are, sometimes productions hire background actors to fill in the scenes, and those people, when you do background work, your rate is low, very low. So, but this time it wasn't the case. I ended up getting the full rate anyways, because I auditioned for this. I wasn't booked as a background, even though it felt like it once the commercial came out, but that wasn't it. So I ended up trying to find the bright side of things, and that was my day. That's how I booked the role. I auditioned, booked the role, showed up on set. All those things happened on set, and then I learned all those lessons after the commercial air. If you would like to hear more of these stories, you're welcome to subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Have a wonderful day.